Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today guys, several things to say. We will go from Kane to Semenyo, but also Lewis-Skelly, Saka, and an exclusive story on right back. Let's jump into it together. And so guys, let me start today mentioning Arsenal because there is always movement on transfer stories, on updates, on contracts and much more, and I wanted to start from Arsenal. Unlucky in the recent days with injuries because they lost Gabriel Magalhães, who is going to be out for a few weeks. Next scan will be on Wednesday in the upcoming week, and then they will clarify from Arsenal how long he's going to be sidelined. Gabriel Magalhães for sure out for the next month. Let's see if it's gonna be extended till January, but we have to see and follow the situation. For Arsenal guys, first point I wanted to clarify is about Bukayo Saka. We had reports of a deal done, agreed between Bukayo Saka and Arsenal over new contract. I can tell you that the agreement is very close. So I did the video in the recent days here on the channel telling you Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice and Jarian Timber. These three contracts are absolutely important for Arsenal and they want to get it done as soon as possible. Priority to Saka, then there is Timber, and then more calm Declan Rice because his contract is still very long. But Arsenal are working on contracts, working very well with Andrea Berta, coordinating everything. For Bukayo Saka, the agreement is very well advanced, is very close to being completed, is, I would say, at the final stages. The agreement between Bukayo Saka and Arsenal over new contract. There is still some point to clarify, still some detail to fix, so it's not signed, is not completed, but I'm not sharing anything negative here. I'm absolutely more than positive on this one. I think Saka will sign this new contract very soon. The agreement is at the final stages. Saka wants to stay. Arsenal wants Saka to be an important player for their project. So I don't see any issue. I don't see any problem. And I think, as I already told you earlier on the channel, that Bukayo Saka will put pen to paper and sign new contract at Arsenal until June 2030. So the agreement is very, very close. Then, during the international break, guys, from England, we had some reports on Lewis-Skelly eventually leading Arsenal in the January transfer window, maybe on loan, to have an opportunity to play more with the World Cup incoming and all the rest. So, my information, guys, is that Arsenal, and with maximum respect with all the colleagues who have their own informations, but my information is that Arsenal at this stage are not considering an exit for Lewis-Skelly. Arsenal see Lewis-Skelly as an absolutely important and crucial player. Obviously, in that position, there is also Riccardo Calafiori, but Calafiori also had some injuries in the recent years, and so Arsenal don't want to face any risk of having players out and being in emergency situation in the second half of the season, in this kind of season, a crucial season for Arsenal. They want to win titles, they need to win titles, they can win titles, and so to let a crucial, important player like Lewis-Skelly leave in the January transfer window, despite reports on interest from clubs for a loan, guys, I think would be absolutely obvious to have interest from some clubs in Lewis-Skelly. He's one of the best youngers in the world, so it's absolutely normal and obvious to have this kind of reports. But in terms of reality, in terms of possibilities for the boy to leave the club in the January transfer window, let me say, I'm not aware of that. I'm told that Arsenal, and when I say Arsenal, is the directors, the technical staff, the coach Mikel Arteta, they all want Lewis-Skelly to stay and be a part of their project. Then guys, I wanted to mention something also, an exclusive news in this case on Guerreiro Reid, the right back who is doing very well in the Dutch league. A very talented player, one of the most interesting around Europe, and this is why we have many reports about him in the recent months. Especially on Bayern. It's true, Bayern are scouting the player, are following the player, so for sure Bayern are interested in Guerreiro Reid, who is an option for the right back position at Bayern. Sacha Boey could leave the club already in the January transfer window, so Reid Bayern is a possibility. But there is also Manchester City. Manchester City are scouting right backs around Europe because Man City want to sign a right back in the January transfer window, and the name we have to add to their shortlist is Guerreiro Reid, because it's a player they are following, it's a player they are tracking, and so let's add this possibility. It's not the only one, there is a short list with several names, but it's a name we have to put on that list of possibilities for Manchester City in 2026, with Bayern also interested. I think we will hear a lot of rumors on this boy, because he's very talented, he's already performing very well, but he has the potential to do, obviously, even more. He's 19 years old. So Reed will be a very interesting player to follow. And so Bayern, Man City, keep an eye on this boy because he's very, very interesting. Two more things I wanted to clarify, guys, in today's video. One is about Harry Kane. Today, I woke up with many questions coming from Barcelona, Bayern fans, on the links we had in Spain in the last 24 hours about Barcelona in initial talks to sign Harry Kane in 2026 to replace Robert Lewandowski. So, guys, my information is that at this stage, despite all these stories, what's going on at Barcelona? Barcelona are constantly tracking the strikers market. So Barcelona, on almost daily basis, are preparing for the summer. It's not a topic for January. It's a topic for the summer transfer window. So they are checking on strikers around Europe. There are not so many top strikers. And so Barcelona, advancing time, so November, December, January, February, they are exploring the market and checking the opportunities. It's obvious when you explore the strikers market to also try to understand the situation for Harry Kane. He has a release clause for summer 2026, but must be activated in January. So it's quite a complicated situation. So Barcelona are mentioning several names internally, and this is why I think we have these links. Every week, different names. 1 week is Julian Alvarez, 1 week is Harry Kane, 1 week is Osimhen, 1 week is another one. Because internally, but it's just internal, it's not a direct talk, a direct negotiation. Barcelona are checking on strikers. That's the situation. But at the moment, I can guarantee that Harry Kane is fully focused on Bayern. Harry Kane is very happy with Bayern. Harry Kane will have talks with Bayern over new contract because Bayern want to offer Harry Kane a new contract. So there will be discussions and negotiations about that. So let them talk, let them discuss Bayern and Harry Kane before mentioning other clubs. At the moment, it's everything at very early stages. So we are not at the point where we can say, okay, Barcelona are going all in for Harry Kane. It's still early to mention these kind of things because the focus of Kane is on Bayern. Because Kane doesn't want to be distracted by any transfer rumor now. And so the situation is quite clear. The focus is on Bayern. Then, guys, from the story I told you, I will be back on this topic in the next days as well. But I wanted to tell you something. The story I told you on Semenyo, remember, £60 million plus 5 in advance release clause for the January transfer window. A lot of attention from top clubs. What I wanted to add to you guys is that I told you, my information is that Liverpool are very interested in this case, in this situation. And they are. Because my understanding is that Liverpool already took some information on the structure of the release clause. As I told you, £60 million plus 5 in advance. But Liverpool also wanted to be informed on, for example, the structure in terms of payment of the release clause. So Liverpool are attentive. Then there is interest also from Manchester City. He was in the list of Man United last summer, same for Tottenham. So interest in Semenyo is very huge. But Liverpool, for sure, are tracking the situation. So let's see what's going to happen. In the next days, I will tell you more. But this is going to be a very big name for 2026. And so, guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories from Kane to Semenyo, Lewis-Skelly, Saka, Reed, all these big names on the market. Let me know your opinion, guys, here, as always, in the comments. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe here to the channel, and see you soon with Fabrizio.